is this thing started in Missouri and is now almost to London, Kentucky, which is one heck of a trip. Jim, this thing is wrapped up even more because now you can see the blue angling back toward the northwest. So you see that? You see the little bit of gray and red right here. So winds here, winds here. What are we doing with this? Boom. That is a very tight spin, and this is heading toward Mount Victory. I'm going to keep throwing Mount Victory out there. I'm going to keep throwing Shopville and 80 and Point South. And now, everybody in Laurel County, you need to be in your basement. You need to be in your safe place, and you need to be there now. Sublimity City and downtown London. And some of that may try to get as far east as Knox County. I do think that warning gets into just a small part of northwestern sections of Knox County. Corbin, boy, we're close. We're on the outside looking in. Street level into western parts of Laurel County. Let's call out as many areas as we can to, if somebody may not be paying attention, you know what? And you think, oh, wait, yeah, I know somebody that lives there. Call them up now. Pond Ridge Road. Find your storm shelter and do it now. And this goes all the way to London. Listen, kiddos, hear me out. I know we've got the tornado sirens that are going. I know a lot of you guys are probably really, really scared right now. Here's what to do. We're just going to stay calm. We're going to listen to our moms or dads or grandparents or our relatives or whoever we're staying with at the moment, all right? We're going to listen to them. We're going to follow the instructions and remember what we did and what we do when we have the tornado safety drills at school. Remember what we do? We go to the center part. We find the hallway, the center part of the school, and we crunch down and we get low and we cover our heads. That's what we're going to do right now, okay? And I promise we're going to get through this. Just hang in there. And if you got a bicycle helmet, put it on. You got a batting helmet, put it on. There you go. Take a look at downtown Somerset, Jim. Let's hit those individually and see what we're dealing with. And you see all kinds of destruction there. Looks like a building, a business is leveled on that one. This all coming out of downtown Somerset. Look at all the lines down. And Jim, that's, if you look beyond that, you see a lot more damage. And when you look at that second structure behind that church, now, supposedly from London a little bit ago, and no reason to believe it's not, but you can see there in the distance. And the amazing part is that the structure of that tornado looks exactly the same as when it was in Somerset. Yep. You see the power flashes. So, and that likely is looking south from the vantage point, or it hit south of downtown London based on the shear track towards Sublimity City. Ooh, that is from the London airport. That is an air evac. Look at that thing. So that's what's left of it. Now, obviously that was there, used by hospitals in the region, right? And I mean, that thing is just torn to shreds. We need more dry weather. That's what we're seeing out there right now here in London. It has been a mainly dry day. We started out the day with a little shower and thunderstorm action, but with a little sunshine here. Now, the bluegrass region and north, we've had a little more in the way of some cloud cover. Those clouds keeping the temperatures down a little bit. If you're out this evening, forecast with at least an isolated shower thunderstorm chance. I think most of us are going to be on the dry side, not only this evening, but into the day on Thursday as well, when the temperatures jump up. We've got mid and maybe some upper 70s that'll show up from time to time. Normal is still 80s, so we're behind the game. What will happen tomorrow night is whatever you need to get done tomorrow in terms of outdoor, get it done, because we're going to see more in the way of heavy rain that'll blow on in here tomorrow night and into the day on Friday. First Alert Radar Network, this thing has been active and active and active just about every day this year. We've been able to track something on this. Unfortunately, right now it's just a little spotty stuff across the southern and southeastern parts of the state. But the best news I can give folks down here, guys, not only for today but into tomorrow is going to be the opportunity for dry weather. Now that's the good part of it. The bad part of it is we're going to get on more showers and thunderstorms that'll skip back in here as we go into late Thursday evening, carrying us into the start of your Friday, especially with the widespread stuff. So when I come back here in about 10 minutes, we're going to focus on the forecast that does include one more big round of some heavy rain before we try to calm it down just a little bit into the first part of June. And guys, that's what folks down here desperately need. We need the calm, we need the dry weather for the folks to continue to pick up the pieces and put their lives back together. All right, let's take a look at what is going on right now. WKYT Tower Cam. As we look toward downtown Lexington, overcast, guys. We've had a little bit of some nasty weather throughout central and eastern Kentucky. That much we know. We've had temperatures into the south, a little warmer than your temperatures here in the north. 59, the chilly spot into Maysville, low 70s. Williamsburg at 72. Everybody else in between with those 60 to 65 degree temperatures. Tomorrow, it's not as nasty in terms of just widespread rain. 70 to 75 into the afternoon. Several dry hours. Temperatures, though, hitting the 70s. We'll be on guard for a shower or a thunderstorm. First alert, radar network. We're dealing with those showers that are coming at us from southwest to northeast, and that is going to continue to be the case as the evening wears on. Right now, we're seeing a gusty shower heading out of the Moorhead area towards Sandy Hook into West Liberty, down the Mountain Parkway toward the Red River Gorge, and then farther to the south into McKee, Jackson County, northern parts of Laurel County. More in the way of those gusty showers that will continue to make their way on in from west to east. Nothing that is terribly heavy with this. It's more of the nuisance type showers with a low pressure that is gearing up here across Nashville, Tennessee. That'll walk its way right on top of the region tonight and tomorrow. Let's follow this on the future radar. Satellite temperatures, rounds of showers, thunderstorms, heavier rain first thing tomorrow morning, going to be noted. There's another little cluster that tries to zip its way through the region into the middle of the day, and then through tomorrow afternoon, a little sunshine tries to come out. That would be good, if nothing else, for the old psyche, right? We need to shut the rains down. We're going to try to do that on Thursday for at least a while. Anything we get on Thursday is more scattered, and by the time we get into the afternoon, isolated stuff. Now watch what happens Thursday night, Friday morning. See that quick hitting band of some showers, some thunderstorms making their way across the area with temperatures in the 50s. And then as the day wears on, 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon, we're rolling into the weekend, a weekend that will flip the calendar from May to June. And it's a northwest flow. Look at some of those temperatures at 2 o'clock on Friday. 50s into the east, 60s. Western parts of the region where you have a little more sunshine would be doing it better than everybody else in terms of the temperatures. 7-day forecast. That trend by the weekend starts to see the numbers edging up a little bit and into the first half of next week. Those highs should reach 80 to 85 degrees. And once we get there, we may hang there. June may try to do its thing next week.